Welcome back, Phillies and Gentlecolts, to A Brony Plays Minecraft. We're back here in the wonderful world of TerraFirma. Wonderful, I suppose, is a question of personal choice and stuff, but whatever. Here's our forge. We've been doing some stuff with it, building some ceramic molds. Here's a nice tree. I think this is the banana tree. It's been growing a bit. I'm going to have to... Well, see, here's the thing about this banana tree. See, originally it was like, oh, that's a great spot. And then I put these things out here. And now it's like, not so good anymore. But I don't want to cut it down because I might not get a sapling back. But it is kind of annoying to be like, go through all of that tree just to get up here. And then, like, if I wanted to see, it's just, I need to, like, fix this up and build it up a little bit better. This whole setup just isn't the best. Just isn't the best. There are better ways to do it. Over here we have another tree, so I'm going to have to be careful. I don't want to put anything on the back. So what that probably means is I should probably work on getting like a second floor or something. But that brings into question this whole issue of like, what do I do here with this house? It's very patchwork. It's not really made of a consistent building material. I've got like different types of wood all over the place, and although the pink wood's kind of nice, I guess, or maybe the black, I don't know. I have lots of different types of wood is my point. I couldn't decide. I've got this like stone corner here because I used to have a fire pit, and I don't need that anymore. So what should I build my house out of? I've got lots of rocks, and I've got lots of wood nearby. However, finding good wood... What are you doing, sheep? Don't know. Finding good wood could be tricky because you want a lot of that one type of wood. I think it would be a lot easier to just go with stone. And it might fit in better with the decor. You can see over here, I'm starting, this is my charcoal pile. I've decided to use these stone bricks instead because, you know what, they're just a lot easier to work with than anything else. They're a lot easier to work with than dirt. Obviously, you can't use wood for a charcoal pit because the wood will just burn. So you could work with cobblestone, but that falls just like dirt does, only dirt's worse because it actually falls down the side. And so this brick stuff is obviously what we should have been using the entire time. And I'm actually going to be making a pretty big charcoal pile. So one thing that I want to do today is show how I'm going to build this new charcoal pile. And then this other thing I want to do today is work on this house because I think it'd be nice to have a decent looking house. This does mean that we're going to put our progression on hold for a little bit. Not for very long, just a little bit. And we'll do that. It'll come out quite nicely. Don't worry, it'll work out. We'll put the progression on hold, and we won't get bronze. We don't have the stuff for bronze anyways, so we need to go exploring to find that. This is my willow farm. What's a willow farm, you ask? Well, it's a good question. A willow farm is a farm of willow trees. Excuse me. And so if I take my willow farm and I start chopping it down, you can see the copper axe is still kind of slow, I suppose. What's so special about this place? Well, I mean, why willow trees, right? The answer is willow trees. This one tree just gave me 20 logs. That's why. That's why willow trees. But I didn't get a single stick or sapling from it. And that means that I've just lost one thing. And there's all these leaves here. That means a lot of saplings I could get. Fortunately, I already have a bunch, so it doesn't matter though. You know, if I'm going to cut some tree down, I should replant it, right? But man, this is sure taking a while. I wish there was some faster way to harvest leaves and stuff. Turns out there is. You'll need a scythe. A scythe is not for cutting grass. No siree, a scythe is for doing other things. That was silly. There we go. So, in order to make a scythe, I'm obviously going to need an ingot. And in order to do that, I'll need to get some copper down. So let's set that to melt and smelt and blelt and all that other good stuff. Do 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 do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be good. Oh yeah, that's plenty. And we'll grab Let's grab this guy. We're going to make ourselves a copper scythe. Just going to put him right in there. And this will take a little while, but he'll get there eventually. So let's let that cook. Have a steak. And go make a scythe plan, because we don't have a plan for the scythe yet. We're going to need some paper and our markings. We come over here to our scribing table, 1 paper. Then we start building a scythe blade. Now a scythe blade is of course long and skinny, so there's the long and skinny bit. And it looks something like this, only obviously it looks a little better because this one didn't come out, right? And markings are weird creatures. But you basically, you want this long, skinny shape. What is wrong with these markings? There, good grief. Look at that. You have to like shift click. So there's your hoe, right? Well, your scythe is going to be similar to the hoe, but a little different. So there we go, scythe blade. Like I said, similar to a hoe, but a little different. Now we can see this copper might have melted. I know, I'm doing all this other stuff when I said I was going to do one thing, and oh, it still hasn't melted yet. Better put another piece of, that's a javelin. Put another piece of coal or 2 in there. And I suppose while we're doing that, let's go fill in some of our thingamajigger. There we go. You can see that these are mostly filled in, though this one is apparently filled in with spruce. I'm not entirely sure how that one happened. It's spruce too. Okay, well, maybe we'll go cut down some spruce. There we go. But maybe not. We've got this. We got this. Alright. Alright. Oh, see, I can't even reach the anvil from there, so something's not right. Oh, but it's too hot to work, and we have a tin hammer, which is probably gonna, like, get crap anyways. Fine. Fine. Let's cut down a couple spruce trees while we wait. I'm gonna cut them down from over here, because, yeah. So we'll cut down some spruce trees. You know, it'll be dandy. There we go. Let's see, I think I needed 4, 8, 10. And I got 11. Ugh. Figures. What are you gonna do, right? Well, obviously we could take it back home and use the saw. I can word. There we go, and we can get some planks out of that, if nothing else. Alright. So now let's see if we can use the anvil yet. Are these? No, they're still liquid, yellow. When they cool down to, I think it's orange, 2 or 3 stars, that's when copper turns solid. So we'll just keep that around. Let's go turn the log into planks, get stuck in the wall. So much to do. You know what else we could be doing right now? We could totally be building the house up. So let's take a look. We've got some different types of rock. We've got the dacite brick, which is what we've been using for a little while now. We've got granite. We've got siltstone and conglomerate. We've got a little bit of, oh, and we have dolomite. So let's take a look at what all of these look like. Oh, good, they're ready to work. So there's a granite brick, dolomite brick, and I mean, we've seen the dacite, but here's siltstone. It's a nice little color. And conglomerate. And these are now free to work. So we'll go out and brave the night to work on these. Oops. Since skill doesn't matter in smithing ingots, Let's just get it up there and then hit it back down to into the red zone. Alternatively, you could just like punch it up into the... No, well, it needs hits, but you could punch it up far enough, but I like the bend. Anyways, before they cool down too much, let's see. Bend and then draw and then hit. Bend, bend, draw. Oh, see, that didn't work. Bend, 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 draw, hit. Ah, that was kind of crap, but oh well. If it worked out, we have a scythe blade, even if it's not very good. Get in the house. To be in the place. La da da da. Not what I want. There we go. Copper scythe. And we'll take a rest. And then let's go downstairs. Actually, we could have done this in the morning. Or in the... whatever. Let's come see what these block... Actually, why do this downstairs? Let's go outside. It's a bright new day. We just made it daytime for no reason. Let's make it daytime for a useful reason, right? We can set these up. So here we have granite, dolomite, siltstone, and conglomerate. Oh, that looks a little different than I thought. I figured it'd be... Oi! Hit you with my axe. Apparently that worked, because you are on fire. Alright, and then of course there's the dacite, which I believe is this. I think that's the dacite brick. I don't have any with me at the moment. I kind of like the granite. It's not a bad look at all. The dolomite would also be nice, but we've already got that dolomite, and, you know, a dark house, I don't know. The siltstone we don't have a whole lot of, so we might run out of that, although we might be able to find some way over there. So I'm not sure about that. The conglomerate, same thing, I'm not sure, even though I do like it. So it's probably going to be granite, unless we have a whole bunch of these lying around. At any rate, these bricks are at least more useful than non-bricks. So we'll keep that in mind, and in the meantime, while we're out, let's show off the scythe. Scything! So to use the scythe, you just, none of this right-clicking, you just left-click, boom, harvest. I think it's a 3x3 area. No, it's like a 5x5. It harvests a large area, and all at once. And as you can see, it drops all of the... Oh my goodness! Go away. It's not particularly good against anything. I mean, it's not a weapon, but whatever. Technically, according to the wiki, it's supposed to have a lower chance of dropping saplings and stuff. As you can see, that lower chance is open to some interpretation. Certainly, you get quite a lot, and you get them so much faster than you would just by, you know, picking up leaves normally. So, I got 5 saplings. I figure that's good. We'll cut down the rest of this, build up the wood pile, and start on the house. Now we have our scythe. Of course, now everything's full up, so you know what we'll do? We will, I don't know. We will be good citizens and not just throw things around all over the place, because that would be silly. We'll come back here. Let's place the rocks back. Yeah, I don't have very much conglomerate. I definitely don't have enough siltstone. So it's probably, unless we want dacite, it's probably going to be granite. Probably going to be granite. We can toss the ingot back in there. We can toss the saw back in here, although we're going to make a tool rack once we get into the new walls put up. And you're probably going, a tool rack? What sort of wonderful things could that be? Well, as soon as we get the walls put up, you'll see. New walls, that is. I don't want to put it up now, because we'll have to change it in a bit. But, so let's go back, grab the rest of this wood. We'll have to kill off this floating bit right up here. There we go. Lots of wood. Now the scythe is not something you're going to be using every day unless you're chopping down wood every day and all the time. The scythe is something you'll use whenever you go out looking for wood. And especially if you've got a farm like this set up, that's when you'll use the scythe. So I mean, some of you might be going, Litmus, what are you doing? You're not using it. You just built it and you're not even going to use it. What are you talking about? Of course I'm going to use it. I'm not going to use it all the time. There we go. We'll just build a little log pile there. Hop on that. See if can that. Yes. Okay. Sometimes with the willow farms, you've got to take care of these floating bits of wood since logs apparently don't fall. I'm not entirely sure why those floating bits happen, but they do. So just, you know, settle down, deal with it. No big deal. They're just floating bits of wood. Happens every day. Happens every day. Don't worry about it. It's just a floating bit of wood. I say. And we'll take care of this one. And then that should be enough for our charcoal pile. Well, no, that should be enough for some more charcoal. That's not going to be enough for the entire pile. It's just a start. Obviously, I'm going to come rack around and that's right. I'm going to come rack around. It reminds me of the good old SAT word, the raconteur, which, if I remember correctly, is someone who is always like out in the wilderness and going woo, everything, adventure, woohoo, and all that. I could be wrong. I might be mistaken there. That was silly. I should not have. There we go. So we'll add the rest to this one. We'll keep going around until we've built up our charcoal pile. So one here. And you can just hold the right mouse button. It'll add automatically. It's actually kind of useful. Shift. Make sure it's a shift right click. Otherwise you will end up placing down the actual log. However, like if I right click there, I'll place the log down, and that takes forever to chop up. Even with this upgraded copper pickaxe, well, axe, whatever. However, if I were to just regular right click on the on an empty, or I should say on a full stack, it will automatically place one down. So that's not a problem at all. But make sure, of course, that you actually put it on the right one. Because if I had highlighted the back of the wall, that could have been a problem. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to build this higher than I would have otherwise, and I'll need to get some more brick, but I've got more brick inside. And the extra height will give me extra charcoal, which is really nice because charcoal is such an important resource. So with that said, let's set these down. I don't think I can set this in here. Nope, it's large, so it'll have to stay with me for the moment. I said we'll go with granite, so let's grab our granite. Let's grab us our chisel. It's only a tin chisel, but luckily we've got an extra bar of copper that will sit around. So as you can see, we're just making tons of this. We got to be careful with this since the new thing has uploaded that probably does not stack. It doesn't stack to 64 anymore, and you can see down here it doesn't stack to 64, but that's okay. We can still go padoom. There, all the granite has been turned into bricks, and now we may begin taking down everything. The walls. We'll begin with the walls. I'll begin here with these bits of wall. What do we do with the wood afterwards? That's a good question that no one asked. ... The wood we are going to use for, probably we'll just use for vanilla recipes, unless I can think of some other really important use for wooden planks, but I can't at the moment, so yeah, whatever. We are going to move the forge and stuff. I think I will expand the, I'll probably move the forge up a bit, expand it, so that we've got a second floor on top of the house and that we can work with everything from that second floor without having to go outside all the time. That would be kind of nifty, especially if our house is built of stone. It'll work out just fine. Besides, it's Minecraft. You know, it's not like we have to worry about anything, so. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. You know what, maybe we should have just kept the wood because it's so, oh, it's so nice. It just comes right off. I'll keep the ceiling on for now. We'll start with the walls. I thought this would take longer, but you know, with the speed that this is busting down, we might be able to get walls up before nightfall. Probably not. The door's like, oh, what are you doing? All the torches are falling down. Crystal, if you're watching, sorry about the house. It was a nice, I did like the patchworkiness, but you know what? It's brick. Brick is where it's at. Gotta move with the times, baby. I'm sorry I didn't use the cool looking brick. I just used the boring white brick. I actually really would have liked to use the cool looking brick instead, but you know how these things go. I don't have any. And I didn't spend any time looking for some. Although that's certainly one of the things to do in your TerraFirma world, is to wander around the world and look for the different colors of stone. There is a lot of different... There are. Let's get our grammar correct here. It's the internet after all. There are lots of different types of stone, both in the real world and in TerraFirma Craft. And so this is just regular old granite. Regular? Sure, whatever. But there's all sorts of other types. You've got the dolomite, the rhyolite, the andesite. I've seen basalt in my single-player version. I don't think we've seen any here, but I know it exists. Need a better way of taking it down. Oh well. Let's see. What else? There's phyllite. I mean, okay, there's conglomerate, there's the siltstone, there's rock salt is actually a thing. Did you know? Rock salt's an actual rock. It's not just like a mineral or something. It's anyways, so that's a thing. There's just several different types of rock, and so one thing you might want to do is, if you're into building, is because of all the different types of rock, it's actually kind of similar to InfiCraft in that you can customize the colors of your houses and stuff, but this actually gives you more wood colors and more stone colors than InfiCraft did. With InfiCraft, if you wanted multiple colors, you either had to use the magic slabs to try and get some... Aye! Not very nice. Get my sword out here. In InfiCraft, you actually had to use like magic slabs or something to give your things colors, or the chisels, or, you know, there were things you could do, certainly, but you couldn't do everything. I don't even know where that skeleton... Who said you could come up here? No one. That's who. Yeah, I'm just gonna remove that. Crappy looking thing anyways. So, where was I? Oh yeah, now the nice thing about InfiCraft was that you had access to all those decorative blocks, and we don't have access to those here. But that's really not a problem. It really isn't. Okay, so let's put on the new roof. We're gonna have to put some torches down in there. And this actually might be better done from the inside at this point. Which means I can go ahead and put this down. Haha! Oh man, we're running low on granite brick. It's a good thing we chose granite, because if we'd chosen something else, we would have run out very quickly. We did not have many choices. Actually, I'm still not sure that we'll... Yeah, I don't think we're going to finish up the roof here. Especially not if I'm messing up all the time. Look at that. Okay, well, the important thing will be to try and make sure that nothing spawns up there, which means we'll just put some wood in and go search for some granite. We might actually have to end the episode. Oh! Look at that! That's kind of cool that it all worked out just like that. I mean, it's not actually all perfect, but if I want to put stairs in, I mean, I'm going to get rid of some stuff anyways. Right? Now, downside. These planks do not stack very well. So what can we do with them? Well, for starters, we could turn them into chests. And planks are all, like, universally usable and stuff. So I can start by turning these into chests, and I can actually just make chests upon chests upon chests, since they are interchangeable. So I could do 3, 4. Could do some of those. We could try to make stairs out of them. but you'll see that the stairs don't quite come out so well, because stairs need actual like proper things like oak stairs to make oak stairs. But if we try to use it with, I guess these are spruce, yeah. And the reason that happens is not because Mr. Whatever his name is, I'm not actually sure the name of this guy. Anyways, it's not actually because the mod creator wanted that. It's more because he was like, the block IDs match, and if the block IDs match, there's nothing I can really do. And that's true. It's kind of just an accident that the block IDs matched up, that it was even possible. So, storage solutions, build extra chests, and now we can store all the wood. We can even go outside and get the rest of it. I might make some stairs though, for just for that. Let's sleep first. Then we'll make some stairs, make sure we collect any wood from outside, and decide what to do next time. Some people are probably going, wow, this is like a kind of short video that things got done on, and crazy, I know. Apparently that's not real. Poor block being unreal. Let's go ahead and put some torches up here. Where's my bow? I never made a bow? Oh, good grief. I have 2 creepers up there and I've never made a bow. Ugh. Hold on. I have a single javelin and a single arrow. I'll just throw the arrow at him. There. Take that. That'll learn ya. Let's eat the steak. Make the stairs. Go inside and ponder what we're going to do about the rest of the floors. We'll have to go find some granite. Go away, creeper. He's probably like, no, I won't. Yeah. And I'm just like, no, he's following me. Now, stairs have to be made out of oak. We'll grab a bunch of the oak. And make stairs. I believe they could also be made out of birch or pine, just because those are existing stair types in vanilla Minecraft. And it's because of vanilla Minecraft that it's possible at all. Because of the block ID stuff. Alright, so let's put in some stairs, shall we? Yes. Now, how do I want this? I could put... yeah, let's start with this stair block here. So otherwise it won't work, will it? It actually still might be a little tight for stairs. I don't know. We'll find out. But no, that works out. It doesn't necessarily match. I kind of missed InfiCraft where you could make stairs out of other things, but that's okay. That is okay. Let's just hop up here. Oh look, we've got a little bit of granite. Didn't even see that. There we go. We've got enough brick to finish up our roof. Haha! Perfect! There we go! Let's come out and take a look. Now the floor and the basement aren't finished yet, but oh god, that creeper is still wandering around. I better keep an eye out. But it looks much nicer. It looks more modern, and it looks like we're just, it's just saying, oh, please, please, a second floor, I'm ready. So, excellent. I'm going to lure this creeper away from my valuable charcoal pile and into the water. Creeper explosions are always better when they happen in water. I don't know where this guy's going. Oh, he got stuck, and then he glitched out, and so... There we go. See? He was technically in water. Nice. Alright then. So, that's all. I don't know. Maybe been long, maybe been short. I didn't set a timer here. Sorry about that. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, fillies and gentlecolts, and everyone from Granny Smith to I don't know. I kind of lost track of that one there. Until next time, folks, keep on trotting.